He said that he is my damn man's, but he switched on me like a transformer. Yeah, he changed. Nigga, you gon' get your ass changed. Don't get your ass with hey. Had to run my damn bands up.
Oh, gee. Now, luckily, I could find some of the footage that I needed to show y'all. Now, this is 2K17. This is a pick and roll Maestro video. As you can see, the YouTuber's name, all that, left all that in here, so y'all know what it is already. All right. One thing that I've noticed that all pure point forwards, all playmaking, play sharps are sleeping on. Now, the badge everyone's sleeping on is pick and roll Maestro. Now, it's so slept on because everybody wants to ISO. In 2K17, the ISOing thing wasn't that crazy big. You know, people still was being dribble guys, but everybody that was playing comp was using screens. The pick and roll Maestro badge, read it, right? Like, read it. Now, y'all think I'm bullshitting y'all? You don't think I'm giving y'all the keys, the best knowledge, the divine knowledge? People just sleep and sleep and sleep. Now, one thing I'm going to show you here in this next gameplay is Ticino, the perfect candidate to use for this video. I'm going to show you how overpowered pick and roll Maestro is, and he only has it on silver for this build. Now he has gold because he hit 99, but he has it on silver. So the play sharps that have it on gold that don't shoot as soon as a screen hits, you're just scary. You don't know how to use your build. You really don't know what you're doing. Why do you think they dropped it and they didn't give a lot of pick and roll Maestro Hall of Fames this year? They gave a lot of golds on certain builds because they know how OP it is. Look at this screen. He barely touches, right? But I want you to watch how he's got this man clamping him up. It looks like it's over, right? He can't make that, huh? But guess what he has? Pick and roll Maestro. When you utilize pick and roll Maestro and you drive, you shoot, it is crazy. It is overpowered. Like, it's OD. Especially with your build already and you utilizing other badges, difficult shots, acrobatic. Look at this screen when it hits. This is one thing in Ticino's game that people didn't realize about him, what makes him so more OP. He has a point guard shot creator, so you get pick and roll Maestro on silver. Then he has a glass cleaner that has brick wall Hall of Fame that's setting him those big body screens. Your percentages go up. So if you're a play sharp and you're dribbling, right? Let's say you're dribbling around, somebody sets you a screen and the defender gets caught, you should automatically always shoot off of that. Why? Because pick and roll Maestro is going to activate. You're basically getting double boost on that shot, especially if you already have boost on as a playmaker. Do not sleep. Pair point forwards do not sleep. You can shoot on your build. You're just not understanding this. A lot of people are trying to ISO. They don't understand how you even get a boost in speed. If you think I'm bullshitting you, use pick and roll Maestro in the park. Use some screens, dribble behind some screens and use some screens. And see how much of a boost you get because of pick and roll Maestro. You actually get a boost in speed once the screen hits. Another example right here. Look how he barely touches him with that screen. Ticino does the hop step to get behind the 3-point line. Green. That's difficult shots, pick and roll Maestro, and corner specialist adding up into one. These are the keys you gotta know. Like, this is the stuff you gotta know. You guys gotta get your mind hip to it. This is why Ticino plays regular basketball like this, because it works. It's very, very hard to stop. The pick and roll game is very, very hard to stop, especially on twos. It's not even like it's 5 people on the court. It's a twos court. Twos. Think about it. It's the twos court. So with this pure shot creator build, he could either do a step back on you, utilize those badges, or he can fully drive. And you seen how he was getting those crazy drives off the pick and roll Maestro. Look, the screen is barely touching, but it's activated right now. Hits the corner, green. So when you're going into 2K20 as a pair playmaker or pair point forward build, you need to understand, if you really play real life basketball, don't fall into the gap, don't fall into the little ISO thing all the time, because you're not utilizing your build the way it should be utilized. Pair playmakers, if y'all really understood how OP Lob City Passer is and Lob City Finisher, there's just not smart enough playmakers and slashers that's going to team up on a team and know how to actually utilize it the proper way, because it's too much going into the real life basketball time. So people just want to keep it animated, ISO, have fun that way. But I'm telling y'all, these badges are literally OP. You guys are just not utilizing them right. Now look what the pick and roll does. It creates confusion. You see how instead of going to the left around the screen, he went to the right? That's what the pick is for. It's just to create the confusion. And then when you have pick and roll Maestro, it's like, it's hard to guard that, especially on a 6'3". He's very, very small. He has the speed. He's very, very smart. Don't get me wrong. He's very, very smart. He understands this. This is why he doesn't play the regular style ISO. And I respect it because I love seeing the real life basketball because it just comes out of skill. He's playing skill. There's no cheese to this. Look at this. He rhythm dribbles. He sees his defenders coming too close, crosses over to the left, hits a spin. The spin is just to throw him off. I do stuff like that too all the time. Now he completes the layup. They both jump. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love it. So understand this. Your badges, it's like chess. You're just playing. You're trying to outsmart the other player. That's what it all comes down to. Literally, mentally, you sitting in your chair, you're just trying to outsmart the player. Okay? Now, a key thing I wanted to touch on. If you are a small forward, like poor boy Sin, he's the perfect example. The next player I want to get on to talk about. He just ISOs, and he can if he wants to. You see him taking shots like that? He's just doing that because he's confident. Honestly, any other player is just going to utilize the size they have against Ticino and go dunk, which you see he does. Literally, there is nothing Ticino can do unless he gets a lucky stop, and he has to score every bucket. But poor boy Sin is a pure point forward with defensive stopper on silver. So he's trusting his game to go and shoot and play his own game. He's trusting himself. This is what I keep trying to tell y'all about the small forward builds. On defense, when you get matched up with guards, there's nothing they can literally do. It's only if you mess up. That's what the small forward, the height does, because it's a video game at the end of the day, okay? It's not real life basketball, and maybe he can do something and think really of something real crazy to stop you. You can't do that. You're limited to certain defensive mechanics in the game. You guys get that? Good. What can you do when the build has this speed and it can do all that? It's nothing you really can do. All it comes down to a lucky stop. So that was, make sure you go watch my videos on why small forwards are really key and why they outdo guards. You guys would soon start to understand what I've been saying. Going into 2K20, when they nerf stretches and stuff like that, it's going to be between guards and small forwards. But the nicer small forward, it's not easy to be good on a small forward. You got to understand that it takes skill. It's not easy. You have to learn how to move with that slower speed. But this 6'10" pure point forward, what can you do? You have to throw a lockdown on him. You have to. It's too fast. It's too big. Yes, the small guard, they may have a certain little attribute, shoot better and go crazy. But I'm trying to tell y'all, the small forwards is the wave. It's the way to go. It is. I promise you. All the best. Look at LeBron. Like, come on. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, when 2K20 comes out, and if you are a playmaker, please watch real life basketball. Do whatever you got to do to understand this concept. If you are play sharp and you're playing against comp, you have to really understand as soon as that screen hits, shoot, please. You already have limitless range, right? You get what I'm saying? You already have limitless range. So once that screen hits and you're in limitless range area, you should understand in your mind, hold up, I got a boost. And then most players use boost on their jump shot. So at that point, you should be calculating that in your head, like, oh, the screen hit, I'm wide open, I have the badges, and he just hit the screen. Players used to think like this in 17. I don't know what happened to where people started not caring no more about it. Psych. I actually do know what happened. ISOing happened. Don't get me wrong, ISO does work. It does. But I'm trying to tell you, if a pair playmaker like him uses pick and roll Maestro, you're not stopping him. Okay? You're not. It's going to be tough, especially on the twos. It's twos. It's the twos court. It's not easy to stay with that and all that speed. It's not. You got to be realistic. It's not 5-on-5 like real NBA and they're using screens and a whole bunch of people can switch and rotate. No. Once again, look at the screen. Look how much. It's not a hard body screen. It's just a little bit, and pick and roll Maestro activates. Please pay attention. That's what makes a lot of those shots go in right there, because the pick and roll Maestro adds onto his other badges on top of difficult shots Hall of Fame. Your boy OG giving the knowledge out, man. I hope y'all stay tuned and subscribe for 2K20. I'll see y'all later. Be wise. Listen. Be wise.